Welcome. I'm just getting back from a ceremony. Yeah, it was in East Cleveland, Ohio. And it was a graduation ceremony. A friend of mine, Mary Kay Williams, received a mastery graduation degrees for doing the works for the higher powers and us on a higher level. And I was glad to attend. And the keynote speaker had one concept that the speaker kept driving home. They said, your words matter. And they went from different angles in which how our words leave us, multiply, and bring back a certain energy, which is true. I agree. But I had my own perspective also. And I would like to share some of them on the notes I was making. I don't know. This was the engagement. It's kind of backwards, so I don't know. I ain't got that much intelligence to explain why things is backwards when you view them. I ain't that great. Maybe I Google it and examine it one day. But I was writing some notes of my own that was quite intriguing of me as I pontificated further. And I want to make a video about it. Welcome. Foundation for elevation, baby. It's all Lord's work. Oftentimes, when I visit and I see speakers, they say terms that have been said or I heard before. The same rhetoric a lot of times. And I know it's a good technique to get our people, to get people in general to start, yeah. And we'll repeat what they said because we heard it for year after year and the same thing again. And usually the person's energy and the way that they're projecting it will influence the response a little more negatively or positively. If you don't know what I mean that a lot of orators, speakers, or engagers on videos, they'll say something like, the game is to be sold. And everybody else will be saying, yeah, not told. Yeah, it's about that money. We'll say something that's just a direct connection with the programming that was set. Well, that's some ability or tactic or method that I never gravitated towards. See, as I put my first sentence, I said, my words are based in advancement. And I'm not saying that other people are not, but I want to advance you. After you hear me, I want something that you're going to ponder later on. So when I give my words or I pick my subject matter or content, it's going to be something that doesn't reiterate former foundation. It sets the stage for a new. That's me. And I love you. And I know that I'm going to receive backlash at every turn because it's hard for anyone to piggyback on what I'm talking about. And if they do, they're so shaky and feeble in an attempt to clone or duplicate me, you're really exposing yourself. So as I get these platforms, I combine forces and partnerships, I see that a lot of people, other leaders, they want me to fit their criteria of what a leader should be or what a leader should say. And I'm doing better at trying to come close to the line to conform to their wishes as much as possible without conforming my originality and creativity. A lot of people may say, hey man, just be you. And that's cool and fine, but it's still a certain level that I'm learning within the last weeks or months that I still must accommodate others and their likes and dislikes. Even if I don't fashion the way that I enjoy my life the way that you do, I can jug for a second, probably just a second. But I encourage people not to hate me because I don't really enjoy to do the things that you may enjoy. And when I put myself in that atmosphere, it's not that I'm weird, it's that this thing is more than, a task for me. It's not enjoyable the way it is for you. So you look at me and you want to say, oh, he's not enjoying it. No, I mean, I'm trying to do the best I can to put myself in this atmosphere that this is not enjoyable to me. And I'm not saying that I wish to show an indifference towards it, because that's not my motives or my intentions. My intentions are, as I ask you and anyone, hey, work with me. I'm doing the best I can to put up that image because I ain't a good faker. I haven't developed that skill. And I know a lot of everybody, is very skillful at playing that game. I'm not. I'm just real, not that standoffish type of real. I'm like, hey, this stuff just doesn't float my boat. I'm doing the best I can. Can you please accommodate me? Straight up. Let me look at these notes. Sorry to lose a little energy, but that's when I'm trying to express love. I was expressing love, and that's just what's real. As I form who I am, it's important for people. I wish for you to just open your mind. I am transmuting into a type of being which has never been. Straight up. You might not see the multiple complexities that's creating that is of some of the greatest people in our society. You may see it in a movie, like we see Power, we see Ghost. Can you really imagine if Ghost was living life for real and he had to go out in this community and be Ghost 24 hours a day for multiple years? Can you really imagine that? But imagine Ghost if he just really by himself, or even Tariq. It's a show called Power. If those of you don't know, it's very noteworthy. So I guess it's bodacious, because that's what bodacious means, noteworthy. It's not a sexual word, as you know. Anyway, sorry to go off on a different direction, but the show called Power and Power Book 2 are shows about just navigating a different level of our society, and it gives a lot of insight into the decisions and thought process and maneuvers that upper level person may be confronted with. I don't know, it's just it's such an exciting show also. It's like, but that's the secondary. It's interesting, it's exciting, but first and foremost, primarily, is that I learned tactics anyway. I am practicing to be, studying to be the type of vibration that has never been in a human being. And I know a lot of people may try to downplay it, but it's true. It is true. And I can't explain the complexities, the different levels, the multiple categories. I just want to say, man, I'm a bad motherfucker. Like, and I meant to curse. Like, I am. And if you think you could just wear my shoes, you don't even understand 25% of this. You don't understand. Straight up. But I have the power like He-Man. I have the power. Straight up. I do. And I'm not just trying to pat myself on the back. I did wrote that. You might read it backwards. Not trying to pat myself on the back. Because I'm not. I'm just stating, I don't want to say facts. I'm just stating like the true script that's going on. I'm doing near my best. And I mean in the 90th percentile. I still got a little piece of, something in my spirit to say, man, because nobody could complain like me. If I chose to complain, like ain't nobody in this world could just say, man, excuse somebody at disco night. What is that? I guess I don't own the rights to that. But making myself into, God working with me and some people of the community try to work with me to slowly transmute this vessel you see right now into something that's bodacious. I think of it like when I was in federal prison. It's hard to be friends with a CO unless they looking out for you. If somebody's there to, correct you when you're wrong, whip you, or try to bust you upside the head, or tail master, or go, snitch. I heard them and that didn't make me feel good. Like I guess you really are, people would say a house nig, or a snitch or a rat. Because if you say or you view something and you're looking at somebody's emotions and you watching every little crease in their face and then you go report it, like, what do you think you are? Or if you get like any of that, it's hard to, my point is, it was hard to be like, you love the CO. I love you as a person, a human being, my brother, sister, but I don't like you. I don't want to like spend time with you when you just sitting around to, to study my behavior, to see what you can get out of the exchange. Like, I don't really want to like spend time around you. Like, you're not, and I know you can't be upset with me because I don't want to be around you or come to your party or lounge out or whatever, because you're really not for me. You're trying to get me to project and be a way that somebody else is telling you I should be. That's like some guys used to be down with some COs, and I don't knock them. And I feel the same way about things. Some COs would bring in cigarettes for other, for people, for, inmates that they was friends with. Bring them some McDonald's, bring them some food. Now, okay, that's you can be friends with that person. But if someone just coming in your cell, coming to work, hey man, what you got in here? Let me see what the hell? And they flip and tear your your little, apartment, your room up, unfold your bed sheets, looking for stuff. That ain't your friend. And go and report Yeah, I seen him. It was something bulging out the car, and I had to go check him. So you telling, so you going to tell? You're not my friend. Like, I love you. I don't like you. I don't even want to be around you. Get on over there. Get away from me. Straight up. Oh man, but it's all love. Ain't no understating the love you have for you. Just we is just not you. You know you here for another reason. You ain't here to love me. Keep it moving. Come back. Look from a distance. Go get your report. You know, I say that to say the people that give those people orders, they give people orders, the above and the chain of command that come down from, they're still not on my level. Because my level is, you know, I pray on one knee. Some people ask me why. Why? Because I understand that even in the words of scriptures, God is the Father, we are the children. But in my mind, I pray on one knee because I understand that God is my master and he wants me to elevate. It's time to realize that we have to elevate the way in which we view our existence, our lives, the universe, God. And I know for all so many that want to live in a perpetual state of worship, that's fine. And I'm with you and I support you. Remember I was talking about you got to support the, you know. But those of you who are looking for ways to elevate, to pray on one knee, to show a type of love for self. It's time to elevate and pray from one knee and recognize the Master God and that you are the protege that is in the process to start recognizing the God force within you. See, this is the upper level stuff. This is why you see certain people trying to bust out the firmament. We are more than two knees praying worshipers. And I'm speaking to black folks, especially African Americans. It's time for us to stand up. And I ain't saying stop worshiping and don't, pray to Christ. Please keep it up, but continue to elevate. And those of you that's ready to elevate to such another level, yes, I am here. This is what it is. And for those of you that want to continue to worship in the same manner, I support you too. But there are levels to this. It is levels to understanding life and worship. Don't limit your worship. Don't limit that God force in you. I love you. And don't forget, hate me if you like. But understand my words and the trajectory of my words are geared towards advancement, elevation, not servitude. Demi up, demigods.